You watch a Breakfast Central on News Central on a Friday. Everybody who produces, writes or composes music wants it to sound really, really, really good. But you might have certain factors that definitely can affect that. But for a lot of people, by the way, producing music on the part with your favorite artist is indeed paramount to their vision of success. But not many people understand what goes into the process of taking a song to its final form. Well, a catchy melody, a solid arrangement, even a good singer is enough for some, but there is an entire world out there that lies beneath the surface. And we're talking about the art of producing good music. Well, our guest today is award-winning music producer, you can say choir director and multi-instrumentalist Samuel Giveson joins me here on the seat of Breakfast Central, popularly known as SMJ. Good to have you on Breakfast Central.
Good to have you.
Good, good. Thank you for being here. Well, let me start off first by saying big congratulations to you. I mean, you just concluded a concert, The Outsider,
yes.
if I'm right. That's
yes.
what it's called.
Yes.
But you know what? You want to quickly share with us some of your musical journey, how it started.
Okay. So I come from a family of four. Dad is a pastor. Mom used to sing in the choir. Yeah. So I basically was in church the whole time, playing music, playing the keyboard, playing the drums. And then my parents actually knew from giving birth to me that this guy would definitely need music all of his life. And so, yeah. And so they made sure that I was in every rehearsal, every church service. It was just church music, church music, church music. And I started playing drums at the age of 3, started playing keyboard at the age of 5. And it was just all music till I got to this point. So music has been my thing basically from the onset. So yeah.
I see. I mean, you come from a family of musicians, if you
Yes.
put it that way,
Yes.
and you have a lining or a clear indication that this is where you are going to be. But as a music producer, by the way, I mean, you've worked and shared the same stage with the likes of Travis Green, name it. Just tell me, what's that thing that keeps you doing what you love to do?
Okay, so I think it is funny how so I'm not the type that is usually everywhere. I just like to be in my space and do my stuff. But it's funny how yes,
right?
and yeah, yeah. But thank God for social media, where from your space you're actually touching the world. So I get messages saying that I'm reaching you from Russia, I'm reaching you from Germany, I'm reaching you from Ghana. You know, places that my feet has not been to. People are sending messages that they are inspired by my music, by my sound. And that's just a big motivation for me, especially for the young ones, because it's basically my life, you know. So it's quite inspiring to know that I am touching the world from my small space, and that's very big for me.
Let me take you on that statement you just made now. In other words, you're saying that technology, regardless of whatever it is, has in a way helped to advance your musical career, and also has helped others. But do you see technology as being the solution to ensuring that your kind of music or African music is indeed propagated to different lands, especially when there's no money involved? Because everybody's saying, I love technology. I mean, it's good. I mean, you just said that. Enough respect to everyone who has set up a musical platform, an application that takes your music there.
Yes.
I mean, we have so many of them on our mobile devices, but people are making money from these platforms.
Yes.
But would you rather just get your music out there and, you know?
well, like they say, money is much more needed, especially in our kind of work. But then doing music all this time, we never used to know that our craft can actually bring money. We were just passion driven. We just wanted to do music for people to just enjoy, and everybody is happy, you know. But then thank God for technology, how people can stream your song, and then out of that you can make money. It just makes the whole music thing interesting, because parents used to feel that if you're a musician, you can't make it in this life. But then music is now a means through which a lot of people are actually paid, and it's quite interesting.
All right, so let me shock you a bit. My co-anchor here, who joins us this time, Rita Modia, from the other studio. Rita used to sing. I don't know if she still sings, by the way. Rita, you want to tell us about your singing prowess?
Joe, why are you putting me on the spot? No, I'm not going to talk about that. Today is about SMJ. So I'm actually in love with music, just like Joe said. But I wonder which one comes first for you, Joe, don't even start.
It's okay.
Which one comes first for you, SMJ? Playing music or producing music? Because I see how vibrant you are playing.
Well, okay. Almost immediately, I want to play first. That's what comes, and then production comes after. Because you play first, you get an idea, and then you go back to produce. So that's how it works.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about this one? Because I know you were once linked with a move to John Daz's Maven's Music. Do you want to tell us more about this? Because I'm quite intrigued about that.
Okay, so after the experience that year that Don Jazzy was around, I think it was 2016, from sources that I have in the industry, I know that my name was mentioned to the master himself, Don Jazzy. But because of travels, like with Dr. Tim Godfrey, in and out, we didn't really get the chance to actually meet up with him and all of that. I know I have a couple of friends, Osedikos and the rest, that wanted to make sure that I know that my name is in the organization, but I haven't just had that one-on-one experience to meet with him because of travels here and there. But I'm very sure that there will be a surprise from us from that angle. Yeah.
Okay. SMJ, earlier on, Joe was talking about money and technology. What are some of the major challenges you've experienced on your course?
So as a producer, I think it took a lot of time to realize that money can be made, and that's very significant. You know, we were just bent on producing. But in the end, you need money to drive passion. In the end, so it was quite challenging. Where now that we're done producing, what's next? How far we gas child? You know, we need to eat. We need to. Mom is calling that they need. You know, all of these things. So I think one of the challenges is the exposure, the knowledge to know that your gift can actually provide financial freedom for you. You know, and that was a big opening. And if I have the chance to speak to any of the young ones, I'll tell them that music is good, but music business is much more important. Yeah.
I think I've learned a lot from your statements there. I mean, money can provide you financial, your talent or your skill can provide you with financial freedom. Now that's deep. And then talent is good, but of course, you know now.
You need the money.
You need that something to keep you going. But you mentioned that, I mean, you've been traveling, so you do a lot of more, I'd say, permit me to say, a lot of religious or Christian music.
Yes.
So how would it look like if you were moving from that to secular music, where you have to deal with the lyrics and, you know, the wordings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I feel funny when people call me a gospel producer. Ooh. Because yes, I happen to work with one of the top gospel artists in the country, but I am a music producer. Just like there's no gospel doctor, there's no gospel lawyer, right? I'm a music producer.
That was rehearsed. It sounded so rehearsed.
Like, you know what?
Listen, when they ask you that question, are you a gospel producer? Just remember, tell them that.
Music producer.
Tell them there's no gospel doctor, no gospel lawyer. We are all lawyers. I think I've heard that before, by the way.
Yeah. So it's music. There's no limit. You know, it's music. So I don't stand for anything vulgar, right? Okay. I don't stand for. So there's good content, there's love, there's life, there's inspirational, there's motivational. And music can cover all of these areas. You know, so my intent from moving from gospel is not to enter secular. I have a gift to dispense music at a very good and professional rate, which is where I stand. Because in as much as a musician, I have the gift of live arrangement, I have the gift of music directing. So that you see me working for a Beyonce does not mean that my faith is questioned, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I know where I stand. So yeah, that's what's up.
All right, I see. All right, so I mean, you did the second edition of your show, The Outsider. Tell us how that move was indeed birthed.
Okay, The Outsider. So I've always been one to because I've worked in church so much. I got tired of the way things were done in church. Like, it has to be this way. If you don't do it this way, it cannot work. And I used to see myself doing opposite of everything that is being said. So I just felt like, okay, the best name to call myself would be, I don't want to sound rebellious, okay, maybe I'm just an outsider. Because you always find me thinking outside the box. Even if you listen to songs that I produce and artists that I work for, you just know that this can only be SMJ. SMJ will take you outside of what you originally know. So that was how the idea came. And the Outsider is just a platform where music can be enjoyed on a very neutral scale. So more like what a Coachella would do, or more like what a BET would do, where you have varieties of music and you're not just serving one style of music to just no. The Outsider is actually a gathering of people that just want to enjoy music in its pure, real form, and it's been amazing. The second edition was last Sunday, April 24th, and it was madness. I can't wait for the videos to come out, and you guys will understand
what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yes.
All right, so we're running out of time. Quickly, Rita, you have one more question for him before I shoot.
Yes, SMJ is one of the good guys in my own head because he said some very valid points. But anyway, SMJ, I wonder because for me as a broadcast journalist, I go to music when I want to relax. Music inspires me a whole lot, or I watch a movie. So what exactly inspires you to produce your music?
I'm inspired by almost anything. That's how sharp my antennas are. So we can be having a conversation and somebody says something and that inspires a melody. Or I might be on the road and the trailer passes with the horn, and that's an idea for me. So just about anything inspires me. So my antennas are always very tuned in. So I get inspiration from anywhere: football, conversations, Oshodi Bridge, Lagos. In fact, just stepping outside the street, something just inspires you. You know?
All right.
Yeah. So
let me ask you, what is the art of making music? People listen to good music now. Just take us through the steps. What does it take?
Okay, so an artist comes with a song in its plain form. So our job is to make sure that this has a body, just like there's the head, the hand, the leg. So he comes with the melody. There is the melody creation. So a whole song is built from the melody itself, where we now carve out a verse, carve out a chorus, and if this song need a bridge, we carve out a bridge. Or do we need a vamp? And then we carve out a vamp, and then it becomes a full song. So it is a lot of this process is, I don't want to dig deep because of time.
Yeah.
But it is quite tedious in their different forms. You know how somebody comes and then this is just what I have, and in the end, what I have becomes something big. You know, it's a journey that time will not allow. It's a very big journey, and that's the part people don't see. They just hear that this music is good, but they don't know how we arrived there. So it's
Wow.
Yeah.
So producers definitely have done a lot for music than what we think. I mean, the art of music can be very difficult.
Definitely, very
piecing those
difficult. Very
things
creative
together.
also.
Yeah, very creative as well. You have the bridge, you have the intro, right? Yeah. You have the verse 1, verse 2. You know, I used to Rita. I don't want to tell you my story, all right?
No, let's hear your story, Joe.
No, don't worry. When you get to the office, I'll tell you. But anyway, all right, go on, Rita.
Okay, thank you so much, SMJ. I mean, you've said a whole lot of things about music. So what do you like most about producing music? Just tell us.
I think it is how from nothing a whole lot of things can be made. I don't know how to expand that a bit. It's just amazing how I have this small idea, and then we put the pieces together, put the beats, put the percussion, put the bass, and the idea just keeps forming till it becomes something giant. It is just amazing. You see how God created the animate light, animate sun, animate the moon and stars, and everything just becomes, a full universe is made. That's how production is. It's very, don't worry. When you guys
SMJ,
come
we need to see later. Joe,
All right,
don't worry.
so we're gonna have a
Very
session. We're gonna have a session with SMJ, hopefully, and then we'll
Joe,
bring
are
that
you
session.
going to be in that session also?
I'll try and be there.
Joe, okay,
because
okay.
when I see the mic, I want to sing.
Right.
All right.